Hey, what's up, guys? And I'm wanna say happy Thursday, and hope you guys are doing well. And of course, I know it's the day, so I'm gonna make this right. Right. I'm right. Today will be okay. What I'm gonna talk about. Okay, okay. Anyway, so to start my story, since it's Thursday, and hope you guys, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna talk about my life. I'm already talking about a little thing about my life. Well, about myself. Well, about myself a little bit. Basically, of course, a little thing. Well, kind of a little thing about myself, and of course, and ever since I joined YouTube, of course, that's when I became a YouTuber. Since I'm a YouTuber, of course, I'm still, even though I have some editing to do, basically, because even though at least I'm still working on it, so I'm trying to get there. And anyway, so I'm gonna tell you a story before I when I started joining the church. Of course, ever since the day right before that, when I was in college, and of course I've been started going to church, on and off lately, here and there. Well, started going to church my before then. Okay, of course, like back then, of course I did have friends. Of course, I had friends, well, my brother sister friends, and they became my friends. Of course, back then, and of course, then we all live. Of course, we all live in the front rounds, and then, of course, everybody have their own place, and we start going to church together. We start going into activities and other things together, as friends, as their friends, become my friends. And of course, we all lived next door to each other, back then, ever since we were little, we started going to park, start hanging out a little bit until then my brothers and sisters, they act like they can't take me to the park. Cause until then things got a little hand. They start being a little selfish. They just wanna hang out with their own friends. Like they just don't want me hanging around with them. Like trying to be, you know, discouraged for no reason. Like and they tell me to go home for no reason. Like they just act like they can't take me anywhere. Like I always do. Sometimes they make me feel outcast. I mean, feel like outcast. Like for no reason. Like for no reason. Like this is like they try to take my kindness, take my happiness for no reason, and I get, sometimes I feel like I can't have any friends. I can't, I can't do anything. Like some people, like my siblings, can be so selfish these days, but in the day, even a little, but that's a long time ago. Because sometimes I think, sometimes that make me feel want to get back in them one day. I'm just gonna think, well, how it is. But sometimes I forget them. But sometimes we gotta love each other because sometimes you can't just leave the family path. You can't just forget about your brothers. You can't just forget about your family because that's not what it's all about. But you can still love them and still support them. But you cannot fix their problems because that's not your job. It's not my job to fix their problems either. And that's why. And that's why I'm doing this video. Of course, you guys need to understand. Of course, we all understand because that's what I'm starting to understand right now. Now, of course, I can't be worth my time fixing their problems, and of course, it is my fault. No, it's not my fault to. It's not my fault, and it's not my responsibility to fix their problems. It's their fault and their responsibility, and they need to fix it because when they, of course, we all make mistakes because we all make mistakes because everybody make mistakes, and because nobody's perfect. We just gotta keep, yeah, yeah, yeah. When it comes to having friends, okay, yeah, yeah. The truth is, when I start going to church, back, I make us, I just start going to church here now and then, of course, and I start making friends, because I don't know, because sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes, yeah, life is not easy, especially when you're making new friends. Sometimes they can be mean, or some, because you never know who they are. Something they might betray you, or because when your friends try to make friends to a jerk that trying to turn their side, and then they try to, and they might turn on you and stuff like that. Of course, that's a long time ago, and then of course I get rejected. I get criticized. Of course, I get humiliated, and then sometimes I just wish I wasn't. Like sometimes I just wish I have friends. Like sometimes I don't feel like hanging out with them because because I have. Because sometimes maybe I feel awkward. Maybe I need to man, I need some space a little bit. Sometimes I need space because that's why it took me realize I can get myself together. It's not, even though sometimes it's not, because I know life is not easy in this world. Yeah, to tell you the truth, life's never easy. Because my dad told me life is never easy. Because to make it easy, of course, you gotta put in work to make your life easy. Of course, also easy to have friends. Sometimes you gotta get to know each other. That's way back before then, and then okay, back then when I started going to Kingdom Hall, okay, and I think I'm gonna tell you a story. Of course, I've been starting going to Kingdom Hall for a while. Of course, I see a lot of people, but I do know some of my friends that I go to college with. Of course, she's very nice, and I think she's like a friend to me. Of course, of course I was, yeah, because I think we kind of say, I think I met her. I think I remember her when we take the same class together. We take kickboxing. I think we take kickboxing together because even though I kind of see her while I see her, yeah, because I did see her nowadays. Since I kind of been busy, she's been doing her thing and I've been doing mine. But sometimes we sometimes we gotta get things done. Since ever since I didn't have jobs since I was in school. I was in college, so then I was trying to get the school done until, and then until then, that's not how I saw her. But and then I went, on solo for a while, and so then of course, and then I still going to King Hall a little bit, and then I study with the brothers for a while, and try to catch on my studies and learn about the Bible, and learn about learn about Jehovah, of course, God and Jesus Christ. And then one day, okay, then few years later, then I remember one time that my dad when he studied with the Latter-day Saints, these people, and I saw these people, they wearing badge, they were their little name tags, and they had their books and stuff, Book of Mormon, and I saw these people like, these people looks interesting, and I look like, oh my God, I thought they were spies, but wait a minute, they look pretty nice, and I remember my dad remembers them, and I remember they were the missionaries. Yeah, I was like, whoa, like I was a little shy, but I'm a little shy at first until they were pretty nice. Then I realized, they look interesting, and wait a minute, I'm like, wait a minute, they look pretty nice. Of course, they call them missionaries. And yes, they were missionaries. They're pretty good. They're friendly, and of course, they like friends. Of course, they like missionaries can be friends too. But on a mission, of course, you don't. I mean, when you're on a mission, you don't date. Well, on the mission, when you're on a mission, okay, when you're on a mission, as a mission, you don't date. Unless you after your mission, you can date whatever you want. You can shake hands and stuff, but you can shake hands while they don't want on a mission, but you can't hug them because while you're on the mission. But when you're on a mission, especially that's against the rule. But I can't, at least I understand that. But because for me, I never been on a mission ever since because I was in college. I was busy, taking classes and trying to, base, getting, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so all right, yeah, all right. So all right, all right. So next, anyway, until then, yeah. So a few years later, of course, I've been studying with the missionaries, and of course, I've been going to Kingdom Hall for a while, and I have some adjustments until I realize, well, what should I trust? Should I go to Kingdom Hall or should I go to the Morning Trust? Because when I think about the Kingdom Hall, of course, there's not much friends in the Kingdom Hall until I realize, because of course I see some people in my age, or of course they do have cars, but until then, yeah, until I started choosing, okay. Anyway, so even though I went to start before I joined the Latter-day Saints, I started investigating. Ever since before that, okay, before I joined the LDS Church, I was a vet. I was a investigator. I was a new investigator. Of course, so anyway, even though like they asked me how to find the church, of course, so they found me because it was, I don't know, how did they ask me? I mean, the truth is, like, how did they ask me? How do I find the church? And I don't know how. Maybe I kind of, okay, maybe, okay, I think one time I went to the Gilbert Temple, Gilbert Temple, and I started meeting friends. They were pretty nice. Of course, yeah, I met Rachel and the others. other people, they of course they're pretty nice too. And basically I was, even though I was a new, even though all that's, and also I did. Oh yeah, the first time I went to the Mesa Temple Lights, that's what I went for the very first time when I met Steven Member. Yeah, Steven Member. I met him. Yeah, I met this dude. Of course, he's pretty good. He's a friendly person. He showed me around that I'm kind of, even though I was pretty interested. I was little happy. I was a little excited. I was love. I like Christmas. It's best time of the year. Ever since I was kind of, I was very very interested when the LDS people they came around. I think they go around. Yeah, I think they come around. They sing Christmas carols and everybody like, oh my goodness, like this is while I was playing the video game. They're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Now I met Mark, and there was Mark, and what else? Lisa, Taylor, Miss Lisa Taylor. She was a missionary. Yeah, they all here like, oh my goodness, like they were cool. And then I was, but even though I wasn't sure yet until I would start thinking over, and then well, so I right before it was, so a few years later I started go, and then I started going visiting the LDS church for a while, and then of course I started listening to their talks, and then the first time I went to, yeah, I visited, of course then I visited the LDS some more, and then I started meeting new people, and I'm starting making new friends and stuff like that, and I'm trying to make new friends, I'm trying to fit in, trying, they try, even though I want to feel welcome, even though when I go, I'm just trying to feel welcome, and they, even they feel me, they make me feel welcome, I'm just gotta take, of course I'm gonna take my chance, take my time, I'm just gonna take my chance since I'm the one staying around the house, have my sister drive me crazy with all her kids in the way, she always drives me, and everything. She just laying in bed having kids and stuff like that. She already have two or three is enough, and then until a few years later she had, and I'm having more, and until she had, and I'm having more, and man, it was like a nerve wrack for her, for my sister. It was a nerve wrack for my sister, sometimes she could be a big pain back then, she could be a big pain back then. Well, she used to be a big pain. Like sometimes I just wanna, go nuts, and then she has no idea, and then she asked, like she had no idea what she's going through. She just want to do anything for her. She want them to fix her problems. That's not our job. Cause I could tell my same thing to my sister. She's the youngest female, and of course I'm the youngest male. I could tell the same thing. Like, look, sis, like, she was a year older than me, and I was, like, but I could tell her, man, like, no one's not gonna fix your problems, cause of course you gotta fix yourself and fix your own problems. But sometimes we can still help each other as long as we support. Sometimes we just gotta put, like you said, we just gotta be strong. I gotta stay strong. I'm not gonna let problems keep. I'm just not. I'm tired. I'm not gonna let more problems keep growing on me. So the thing is, I just gotta be humble, smile, and keep moving, and laugh. Exactly. That's what we can do. Because that's what. Even when I started going to church, when I started going to LDS, of course, I realized I'm starting to study the Book of Mormon more often. Of course, outside as I studied the Bible, because when I started reading the scriptures a little bit, of course I'm starting taking notes and starting write what they saying. And of course, that's the same thing I learned from the King Hall. And at least now I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I left the King Hall, because it was my decision that even though I want to make new friends, that even though the King, I like the King. I'm not getting wrong. The King Hall is good. The Kingdom Hall was good. Back then they had the barbecue thing. That was good. But when I left there, I don't see people my age and stuff. Maybe I was want to make new friends. That's the reason why I didn't have much friends in the Kingdom Hall. Basically, of course, they have family and people, and maybe I just don't know them. But it's other people. But especially senior citizens. But I don't want to make friends with senior citizens. But they're pretty cool. But even though I kind of like them, they're friendly, they're cool, they don't do drugs or anything. That's the same thing to LDS. They don't like drugs, or don't do them. They don't do drugs. They don't smoke or drink. That's a good thing, because that's why I'm kind of people I want to hang with, that do fun activities. Go out. That's why I've been doing those since I was in my 20s. Right now, I've been doing those in my 20s. I did a lot of fun. I made new friends. I go to parties. I go to activities. Go to whatever, and they have. And of course, I was a good dancer. They showed me that I was dancing like I have. I dance like I dance like I have the main. I was on fire, dude. Like, dang. Everybody looking at me. Oh my goodness! Like, this guy got the moves. Like, wow. Like, I was on fire. Believe me, I was clean as f, dude. I don't know. I was like people don't notice it. Like, no, I understand. Like, nobody knows me who I am, but they knew. I got, yeah. I was, yeah. I was gonna try. I still got some guts. I still got, I still got moves, and guess what? I can keep the moves. And some people I'm no better like because they don't have the moves. Cause I'm like, ain't my fucking, and you guys ain't got no moves. But guess what? Y'all can work on those moves. But I can keep my moves. I can keep my moves. But don't worry about. But don't feel bad because it's that you gotta need to relax a little bit and get your. All you gotta do is just let the music flow. Just go with the flow. Just let the music hang on. Letting y'all hang out and like derail your depression and your strategy. That's why. That's why we go. That's why people have these activities, have these parties. Every mostly every month, every year, they did in the LDS YSA. They called it the YSA Stake, Tempe Stake YSA Stake Activity. That's what YSA, Young Senior Adults Board. Stake activities they do every day, every year. They put and they. I so happy they put on this good show. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I never miss. Of course, I did miss some. I did miss some activities, but at least I didn't miss the whole thing. I did have a lot. At least I had a great time. Trying to meet new friends, and that's a lot of stuff. But anyway, so that's a lot of fun. So the thing is, anyway, so right in July, of course, I started joining the LDS right before when the newcomer was baptized. That lady, she was baptized before me, and I think I started. Yeah, of course, So she was baptized right before me, and then years later, and then I was feeling that spirit thing that I was until then I was want to be, so I was want to be like I was feel. Sometimes want to feel that spirit and find I ask God for an answer. I want to be the reason why I want to get baptized to feel. I want to feel the spirit. I want to be white. Right. I want, even though I want to be right beside by Jesus Christ. Basically, even though sometimes even though I if, all those like yeah sorry I don't know why I'm talking like this, but anyway, yeah. So anyway, all right. Let me start from where I'm at. Okay, where I left off. When year back, years back, right, this is what happens right before when I want to be baptized, of course, a few years later, of course, right after my birthday, and then I was kind of, getting rescheduled, basically we have a little appointment, right appointment, and then, sorry about that, sorry about that. Like, I want to be, like, I asked, like, I want to get baptized, I just want to feel the spirit. I just want to. Sometimes I want to feel that confident because ever since I joined the LDS, my dad knows about the Mormons, of course. And he used, and ever since my dad used to say it, and they used. Oh yeah, the bishop married my mom and dad. That's when I came in. Ever since my mom, She didn't go to church a lot. She didn't go to Mormon church a lot. Ever since, ever since my dad. So but at least I did. At least I visited. I mean, one time I visited the holiday ward with my dad's. So it seems the family ward back. Okay, think it was back in 2004 when they had that Christmas steak activity. It was really fun. The LES, Christmas, activity. It was really fun. They bring their families, and I was kind of I thought I was gonna fit, but I was, I see a lot of, white people. We're like, I feel like we're the only black person in the Hollywood, and basically, because we're even though they don't, even though we're different, but it doesn't mean we're different. Even though they did welcome us, but even though I don't know these people, they have their like, but even though they have nice families and they bring their little kids and their kids and stuff. So so that's why, because the reason, yeah, that's my dad's because even though, and because even though so even so the truth is, since I'm not working, because since this pandemic, and I'm still taking classes online. Oh yeah, I'm still taking. I'm gonna tell you that later. So, anyway, so all right, back to where I was at. So anyway, so this is why I made the choice, and so anyway, so I made a choice, even though I want to make new friends, and of course I want to be baptized. Of course, I started to get, and also I want to get to know, and this is how I started making new friends, started getting to know more people, and basically this is how it happens, and that's why people then the church started knowing me, knows me every day. They see me every day. I come to church every day. They see me. Of course, I became the popular guy. Everybody knows me. I was the popular guy in the whole YSA world. I was like, I didn't know him. That's Steven. Hey, that's Steven. Like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I was popular as heck. Like, I was popular. I was the popular guy. Yep, yep, I was a popular one because they know I was a popular one. Like, yeah, because yeah, they know my dad in a sense. Yeah, because I tell them my stories about how my dad, study. Cause I told my dad ever since my dad used to study with the Mormons back then. How my mom and dad were married kind of, well, in the Mormon church. Well, not in the Mormon church. The bishop and the missionary, they came to the house and they married them. Well, that's a different story. So that's a different story. They didn't work, but the truth is they were not married in the temple or in the Mormon church. The bishop came and married my mom and dad instead of the church. But only if I have a future wife one day, well, hopefully I might meet her, basically. In Nigerian, perhaps if God will send me, hope I pray on and God will send me a special person. But I'm not. But anyway, but please, I'm not in no hurry. But please, I ain't in no hurry because I'm not trying to make the same. I'm not. Am not. I mean, I'm not trying to make the same mistakes. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm not trying to make the same mistakes as I did when I did because I'm just trying to be patient. But God got my back because God is the man upstairs. He got me when I needed. Of course, God's gonna send me a special person, a special people, bring new people, special. As long as they are trustworthy, as long as they have a good heart. Sometimes I had to keep God close to me. Can't let my enemies put me down. I can't let none of these unfair people put me down, whatever. Because sometimes because even though I got people that do care, always have my back. Of course, my dad, my sisters, my brother from Chicago, my brothers, of course, Mitchell, sometimes David, and well, Shane, because I know he's pregnant, but because I know me and Shane we never had problems back then, and Peanut, of course, not. And then Peanut, he's come a long way, and yeah, and and that's what families do. That's how we got to keep the family pack. And since I'm not working, because this stupid pandemic, and and how am I gonna make money? And especially, and now they talk Donald Trump's holding like it's gonna hold the stimulus until after the election. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, how am I gonna get money? Like, this is the stupidest thing, and I need to pay my bills. And this, you know what? I'm not gonna waste my time saying this stuff because I'm not trying to waste my time or waste my breath. Waste my breath. But anyway, I'm trying to make it clean. Make this. I'm gonna make this really clear right now. So make it more interesting. So anyway, so that's anyway, so that's my story. Well, so far that's my story. So that's what I so afterwards when I so that's when I joined the LDS church, and then that's when I started meeting new people. Start seeing the same people every day. Most people that used to be on their missions, and some people are start coming. Most people start coming on the ward, start dating. That's and people start dating, starting. Most people that go to HU, most people that have friends, college. Starting getting real jobs and start dating, getting married, and move on to their better life, and that's how things work. And most people had a few more years ago, including myself, and including me, of course. God always had my back because he's yeah, because God, man, so he got better plans for me. I'm not gonna be jealous, and I know I've been there. I'm trying to fit in, trying because even though I feel a little jealous sometimes, even though I feel like I'm not there. Like once I feel like what's going on with my life and like like why I'm not. Some people might ask me why I'm not school. I don't know what's going on. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what they're gonna do in my life because ever since I got so much distracted, ever since my sisters and their little congrats started moving in and stuff, and things got a little out of hand, and I just sometimes I just wanna end myself. Like this is ridiculous. I'm not trying to. You know what I'm saying? Like this is no joke. Like this is hopeless. Like I am so done with this thing. I just want to run off and clear my head and look down all the misery and think about all the misery they caused me in the past. And sometimes I just want to shut them down. Like, but other than that, but the man upstairs, he got my back. He's gonna shut it down. He's gonna wipe everything that caused me all the pain. Sometimes like don't worry about it. I got it covered. So whatever you do, just let it go. I just let it go. Be happy. Move on. Because of course there's better people out there. I hope there's better people out there. A better future. Because wherever it is, this bad. I can't go back. I can't go back to my ex. I can't go back to the pain they caused me. I can't do. No, that's not gonna happen. Because if we did, it's gonna make things worse. It's not. I'm not gonna be happy. I'm not gonna get there. That's not. It's life's too short. I gotta make it. I just gotta make the best of it. Cause I gotta make the best of it. It's up to me. It's up to you and everyone else. It's up to us that we gotta make the best of it. It's 2020. Even though we're still on the pandemic thing, it's been going on for months, and of course, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna make this. We're gonna make it through it. Of course, my friend said we must talking about it. Of course, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through it. We're stronger than this. We're stronger than this coronavirus. Of course, all we had to do, as long as we stay safe, wash our hands, always wear a mask when we go to public places, and that's all we can do. Hopefully, this medicine and this cure will come to us and put an end to this evil, crazy coronavirus. And then we all go back to normal, go to our normal lives, and have a better year next in 20. I hope 2021. We're ready for you. It's time to end. It's time to end this coronavirus. End this coronavirus. So let's do this. Let's get it in. I mean it. So, oh yeah, make sure you guys just and some of you guys don't know me, whatever. I'm Steven Studio Z 1003. Make sure you subscribe my channel. My channel is Studio Z 1003, and hopefully I'll post on some of my drawings. So make sure you guys subscribe and put it on put it on notification. Where you find it, make sure you find your notification. I may not know you guys, but whoever you guys are, I know I don't know who you guys are, but whatever. But make sure you guys subscribe. So I got 5. I'm gonna need more than that. So patience, but it takes time. But it's gonna take like 3 or 5 years to get more subscribers. So I'll see you guys soon, and peace out. That's my story, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the year or rest of the day. Peace.